How do they come up with these names anyway? Proxima Midnight, Ebony Maw, Cull Obsidian, Corvus Glaive? Like, where? Like, these are just like random words put together. What is going on, Draw2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today we are going to do the third of the 4 Children of Thanos, aka Black Order. Today we are going to do Proxima Midnight. On this channel, I make a lot of step-by-step drawing tutorial videos of your favorite fictional characters, so if you guys like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, make sure to hit that notification bell, and don't forget to like this video as well. A little bit of pop quiz for you guys. Proxima Midnight is actually married to Corvus Glaive in the MCU. This was confirmed in the tie-in comics, and I thought that was really cool, although it was never really explored in the movie Infinity War. I thought it was a really cool concept. You know, like, bad guys aren't necessarily all bad guys. They have lives too, and I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, before you start, you guys, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, grab your drawing tools. Let's get started drawing Proxima Midnight. Hey, alright you guys, let's get started with our Proxima Midnight tutorial. I've got my paper in portrait mode. We're going to be drawing here mid-torso, just because there's a lot of details and I don't want this video to go any longer than it really should, because these videos are ridiculously long sometimes. Okay, so let's get started. I've got my paper, yeah, like this, and and I'm going to start off by drawing a circle kind of closer to the left side and about this high up, so you want to leave a little bit of room at the top there. So just kind of pay close attention to how I have my circle here. There you go. So there's a little bit of space on this side. There's a little bit of space, a lot more space on this side. Actually, let me bring it even closer to this side. There you go. So there's my circle, and of course that's going to be for her face. Now I'm going to draw a center line going down, and the way that I'm doing it is not straight up and down. It's got a slight slant to it. So as you guys can see, it goes like this instead of straight up and down like this. So it's slightly slanted, but very subtle. Okay, there you go. I'm going to draw 2 lines going down. Of course, that's for the sides of the face. And then the jaw goes like this. And I mean, she is an alien, but she does have some fairly masculine features. She's got like a pretty square jaw. There you have it, okay? And because females tend to have smaller, thinner necks, you draw the neck like this. Okay, cool. So I'm going to draw the neckline now, and I'm just going to draw it like this. And from here, just going down. There you go. That's going to be the base of her neck here. And then I'm going to extend this a little bit further out, like that, and like this. So those are the collars. Let's zoom in there. Okay, good. So now I'm going to kind of draw this triangular shape, kind of going down like this. And I don't want to make it too big or too steep, so I just want to pay close attention. I'm actually going to make this one more like this, and this one slopes down a little bit more. So there you go. All right, in my last video I had my little eraser rag kind of visible on screen, and I realize how dirty it's starting to get because I'm erasing, or I'm wiping away with it. And so I'm going to make sure that it's off screen today. There you go. And yes, so don't draw too dark right now because we are going to be erasing quite a few. Okay, so let's follow this neck and let's kind of bring it down like this, and we're going to figure out where the torso is going to be. Okay, so I'm just going to slope around like this, and you kind of want to make sure that you're just a little bit past the head here if you were to figure it out or try to use this as a reference. There you go. There's the chest, and then it goes in and down. Okay, now over here she's gonna have like this huge like brass metallic shoulder pad. So I'm going to give her a rounded shoulder here. which actually there's the shoulder. I'm going to make it exaggeratedly bigger than normal. There you go. So you got that shoulder, and you kind of want to make it bigger because it's a big shoulder pad, and it looks like that. Okay, and then the arm sort of goes down like this from there. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to draw a line right here, going down, and that's going to be the center of her chest. Okay, so this goes this way, and then up the center of the neck, like this. Okay, so imagine this going like this now, and then going down, and then into, kind of into the armpit area there. So there's the chest right there. Okay, and then the shoulder, this rounds off like that. And that's good. So the chest should stick out further to the left than the shoulder should. And there. We see a little bit of the arm kind of sticking out over here, but not much. Okay, so there's our body. If we were to draw like the torso, it would go like this, right? So if you were to take out the shoulder and the arm, it would go around. Here's the torso, and then goes like this. So the side is actually going to be here somewhere. But I wouldn't worry about it too much, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it off right around here. Okay. Was that even in camera? It was slightly in camera. Okay, very good. So there's our basic Proxima Midnight shape, you guys. I'm just going to now give it a little bit more, some more guidelines so that we know what we're doing here. So shoulder to shoulder, there's the like top of the chest. From here to here, there's like the collarbone right there. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now grab another pencil, another sharp one, and we can get started with drawing the details in. And I'm going to start with the face and the horns and all that crazy, scary, awesome looking stuff. And I'm also going to erase just the bottom part and kind of try to get this shape right as best as I can. Get that center, wasn't quite centered, that line we did initially. There. Okay, and then right around the middle, right there. Eye line, brow line, right above, like that. Okay, so what you want to do is I usually like to start off with these two lines right here for the brows. And then this goes up, and this is going to be her, kind of her eyebrow slash brow. Okay. The nose is going to go down to here. And with the nose, I'm going to first zoom in, and then I'm going to sort of create like this V shape, like that. Okay, not too wide. And then sides of the nose like this. Okay, and then over here, I'm going to kind of create a shadow. That's for the nostrils. So there you go. That's pretty much how you draw the nose. Right there. Okay, I'm going to draw the bridge of the nose. Just two lines going down with some wrinkles going in, because she is kind of got her brow in an angry look. There. Okay. Now her eyes are far apart from each other, and that's kind of intentional. Okay, so I'm going to draw it right here first. I'm going to draw it almost like an almond shape first, so it's curved and curved here. And then we'll add a little bit of detail to it later on. So I'm going to draw this one a little bit further. Too much. Let's make sure that we are, working symmetrically, even though the eyes are further apart. You still want to make sure that they're symmetrical to each other. Mirror image. Okay, her eyes are fairly tiny compared to her face. So I'm trying to reflect that. There. Okay, that's good for it. Now let's draw the mouth. The mouth is going to be right here. I'm going to draw there's the top of the upper lip first, and then I'm going to draw the lower lip next. Okay, this goes down. We're going to draw the lips fully. There you go. Let's make sure you get that symmetry right, as I said. Okay, and down here. There you go. Okay. I'm going to draw the jaw, the chin a little bit lower just to give it that proportion. And there we have it. We'll draw the details of the face a little bit later on. We're kind of going to start drawing the horns first, and then we'll draw like the tattoos or like skin pigment that she's got all around that gives her that alien look. Okay, so let's first figure out where the cheekbones are going to be. They're going to be right here and here. And then they sort of go down. And then here, just some lines going like this. And then the jaw, or the chin, rather, looks like that, okay? Again, she's kind of got some fairly masculine looking facial features. So that's what I mean. Now I'm going to round that off and not make it too cornered over here and here. Okay, so you should have these two lines, and that's kind of where we're going to begin our horns. Okay, I'm going to start right here as well. So imagine this kind of coming out this way and then this way. Okay, let's do it like that for now. Let's figure out the same thing on the other side, because you do want to make sure that her horns are kind of even. There you go. I'm going to erase over here just so that we can start seeing where the horns are going to go. So there you go. And then let's draw the hairline. So the hairline is going to be right about this far. She does have a fairly big forehead. There you go. And then it sort of just goes into the horn like this. Eye horns. A very cool design, which is very different than her comic book look. Excuse me. Nose is a little stuffed up, or I've got the allergies or something today. Okay, I'm just erasing that and giving it a little bit of a more elongated haircut. She does have fairly thick hair, so there you go. And then imagine that hair sort of flowing down into towards the shoulder like this. So there you go. And then this goes this way and then to the back like that. And it's this bluish hair. There we go. And then the thing with the horns is it sort of follows along the hairline like this. So it just goes really close to the hair like this. Okay. So that makes this U shape almost. Okay, and then this sort of follows along in 1 and then 2 like this. Okay, so here's 1 and then 2. And then this sort of does this vertical or diagonal shape like this. And then this now goes close and then out. So it goes closer and then it comes out. Okay, so let's fix that. There are 3 parts to the top of the horn. So there's 1 part here, 1 part on this side, and then 2, 3. 2, and the third one is that little piece. There you go. So they don't have to be equally, they don't like both have to look the same, because they're supposed to be, it's like cow's horns. They're not exactly symmetrical, right? You kind of want the generic shape of it to look the same, but the bumps and all that stuff, all the creases are a little different on each side. So there you go. As you guys can see, this is one of my reference photos. It's not, as you guys can see, it's not quite the exact same pose. This one I took from a screenshot from the movie, actually. So there you go. So yeah, this one you can tell the hair is a little longer over here, and she's sort of looking more this way than this one is staring straight ahead. But we are using this as a guide anyway. So I'm going to put it right here where I can see it, and where I can, I mean, I wish I could show you guys as well, but it just takes up too much screen space. Okay. So now we're going to make this thick right here, the eyebrows. There you go. And then we're going to create like this ridge. From here, just going to zigzag some lines, some like fairly rough lines going down here and here. So it sort of separates these 3 horn bumps, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then here you got the side of the horn. Go like that. Okay. I'm going to draw more lines like this. So there's really no indication where the horn stops and the face begins. It just looks like it blends in. But what you want to try to avoid are straight lines. So you want to keep giving it this rough, but not too bumpy. Rough, natural looking horn. So if you guys can imagine what a animal horn looks like, it's not straight. Okay, there you go. So it's creating this texture around, slightly bumpy. There. And then we do the same thing on the other side, so you want to avoid these straight lines and replace them with some natural looking curves. There you go. Okay, ridge here, and then the side of the horn, you can kind of see it. And then it goes into the head, like this. Also into the eyes. Okay, so there. Okay, there you go. I'm going to erase the center line here, and I'm going to replace it with these kind of wrinkles, or I don't know what they are, but it's fairly wrinkly going across from one side of the forehead to the other. And then on this side, you got like more of these lines like this for the face. Okay, so there it is. She has a scar that sort of goes the side of the lip like this. It just runs down the side like this. It's actually not too dark, so if I were to ink it, I would ink it lightly. And then she does have this blue pigment right here. Maybe it's a tattoo, maybe it's war paint. Not exactly been given an explanation for it. Okay. Wrinkles under the eyes here. We haven't given her pupils yet. And let me do that with slightly sharper pencil. Okay. We're gonna have her look up. There you go. Okay, more wrinkles in the eyes here, going off to the side. And of course this is all covered because she does have like this, that part is going to be blue and then this bottom part is going to be more whitish. So she does look like she's wearing this domino mask. So I'm starting off with that curve just over the nose and then sort of roughly going towards this part of the horn. Okay, and then same thing here. There you go. So there is our Proxima. As you guys can see over here, she does have a pretty long face if you count it to the top of the hair. So that's what I mean. I'm trying to create like this more elongated head. Okay, so there you go. But of course, when you draw the hair, you don't want to draw hair like this, like a big clump. You want to start off here, which is the hairline, and just work your way up. She's got curly hair. So I'm just going to start over here and start drawing curls. Okay, going from the hairline to the top of the head. And then like that. So I'm drawing it very, almost one strand at a time, but I'm also skipping some parts. And when I skip parts, it's like I'll draw the bottom and then I'll draw the top. And that's it. Okay, so once you get to the sides, you want to bring your hair to the sides instead. Like bring your hair from here to the side of the head instead of still drawing it up top. Okay, there you go. So there's our Proxima Midnight head face thingy. Not bad looking, I'd say, for an alien lady. And I think we've got it fairly... Like, I don't know where her ears would be. Does she have any ears even? Let me know if you guys know if Proxima Midnight in the movies has ears or not, because that's puzzling to me. Okay, so there's the head. Now let's zoom out and do the rest of the body as much as we can. Okay, so here we've already got the neck, and then we've got like this collar line. Now let's take that collar line and let's fix it a little bit. So see where the clavicle line is, or the collarbone. Bring this towards that curve that we did earlier. Okay. And then this side. As well. Okay, so there's two shapes. Now let's draw some of the necklines. Okay, so we know where the neck's gonna go. There we have the neck. Okay, I'll finish off the hair as soon as we do the torso and the shoulders and all that stuff. Okay, and speaking of shoulders, let's work on the shoulders before we do the rest, because it is kind of like a layer above her suit. There you go. Okay, so it is round, so let's work with that shape. But at the very top, it sort of has this, I don't know if you call it a lip or whatnot. It goes up this way as well. As this way, I mean, and then goes up and then across and then down the side. Okay, and then bring this down like this, okay, to here, and then draw this line, curve, and then follow along with this curve like that. Okay, so there's our shoulder pad, and let's work with that shape. Okay, and then start right here. This goes in. Actually, it kind of goes like this. Okay, and then start over here now. This way, diagonal down, and then it goes side, and then down again. Okay, and then erase this part. There's our shoulder pad. Okay, start right here. This is going to be like where the center of that shoulder is going to go. So this is going to be the center line. So it goes like this, and then like that. Okay, before you reach the end here, you just want to draw this one going across. Okay, double up on this line because it is an edge. There you go. Okay, line across again over here. This goes up, diagonal. Okay, parallel to this now. Okay, so this is parallel, diagonal, parallel again, and bring this to over here. And then bring this up like this. Okay. I'm going to erase that line. I'm going to replace it with a curve right here. Vertical lines. Okay, right here I'm going to draw 1, 2 lines, and then 1, 2, 3 lines like that, and then 1 right here going across. Okay, and then 1, 2 right here. Bit of a rectangle right here. There you go. You get a little rectangle on this side as well. So here to here, just etching on the brass or metallic part of the shoulder pad. Okay, there you go. Now start here again. Okay, I'm gonna draw a line right there and then going down. So I'm sort of following this number 7 looking shape like that. Except this time this goes up, sideways, up again, okay, and then down, and then to the side. A little bit confusing, but just pause this video and just take a look at what this looks like and try to follow along, because it's kind of hard to say go from here to here to here to here because there's no reference. It's like, it's just what it looks like in the picture, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to come across, and it doesn't work sometimes when I say it. It gets confusing, and then I get people in the comments saying I can't follow, it's too hard. I apologize for that. Okay, so there's our shoulder pad. You guys can see, actually made mine a little small. Should have made it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So now let's draw a little bit of the robotic arm. And can you guys still see that? Yes, you can. Okay, this goes across like this. Okay, 2 lines, except this one goes like that. Okay, and then this one dips down, diagonal, across, and there you go. It kind of sticks out further than the arm. So here's our arm line. This goes down like that. Okay, and then this goes further out as well. Okay. From this tip here, about a little bit to the right of it, I'm going to draw a line going down. Okay, and then from this tip here, I'm going to bring it this way and then have a line going down. Okay, this goes across, line down. This is actually, okay, so you see how this sticks out? This one, not so much. There you go. Actually, I might even want to stick this out just a little bit further, just so we can stick this out a little bit further out like that, so that it looks like steps. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, line here, and then we'll just have it line going out like that as well. Okay, so, okay, let's go back over here. This goes diagonal and then down. Okay, right here, there's like this crooked line, repeated pattern. It actually glows. That's what I'm talking about right there. Can you guys see how it sort of does this? So I'm just simplifying it, making it straight and then turn like that. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to draw this line going across there. This goes down. Actually goes down like that. Okay, and then another line going down like this. Okay, there's our arm. I'm going to leave it like that. Maybe another line right here. And then line there. Okay, so now all we have left to do is her suit. And her suit is probably the simpler of all of these. Well, yeah. And then after the suit, we do have the hair. So let's go and get started. There are several patterns that we need to be aware of. But before we do that, I'm just going to shape this just to get that nice figure that we want, so that it's not messy in the end. There you go. Hard to talk about the chest while trying to be appropriate, you know. That's why I call it a chest. I don't call it other words. There. Okay, where's my rag? Let's get all this out of here. There. Okay, so now let's start with this side first. The shoulders. Okay, doesn't have this. Is only one shoulder is covered with this metallic thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this line like that for the shoulder. From here, bring it to the collar. 2 lines towards the collar. I'm going to erase right here. Okay, so imagine that this is like a second layer. So you want to make it kind of stick out. stick up, I mean. So you want to draw the side and the side. There. Okay. This collar, forgot to mention, bring it like that. Okay, and then this sort of goes this way. And it sort of comes up, actually. Comes up like this. Okay, good. So far, so good. I'm going to draw this line, connect it to the chest so that we have that line. Because on this side, we got to do the same thing. Okay, so find the clavicle line here. Draw a line coming out this way. Okay, once you reach kind of the top of the chest, change direction. Once we reach the center of the chest, so here's where the center would be, change direction again. Going closer towards the center line, so here's my center line, right? Okay, like that, and then down. Okay, speaking of center line, let's do that. Actually, there's a couple of elements here that are layered, so I'm trying to figure out what the best approach is. So let's go from here. Let's do this. I'm going to draw 3 lines going across like this. Sort of goes low towards the center line, and then once you reach the center line, it sort of goes up again, and it goes to the side like that. Okay, leave it like that for now. Okay, don't extend this any further. Okay, so this is its own layer. It's a little bit higher than here, right? So you see this little ridge there. Okay, now draw a line from here. This goes down, and it sort of goes into the armpit like this. However, there's this part that goes out this way and then into the armpit. So you got this double up on these lines here, going into the armpit like that. Now that you have that, I'm going to double up on this line here. So you guys can see that these 2 lines are a little farther apart. Okay, and then it comes closer up here at the top. Okay, now let's go back over here and let's draw 2 lines going down the center like that. Okay, and then right here you want to draw this line on this side as well. There you go. Okay, there's the chest going that way, and then this chest goes down, comes around. Actually, I'm not going to draw this curve coming around. Just like that. Just a little bit of shadow. I think that would be better. There you go. Okay, right here, kind of where this line would go to the armpit. I'm going to draw this line like this twice. This goes down, down. This goes into the arm, or towards the back there, like that. Okay, and then lastly, there's like this layer. It goes like this, and down towards the center. So it's kind of asymmetrical. I'm going to draw that twice. There you go. And then this center line here, you want to bring it down twice, going down to the center like that. Okay, here you have her forearm, or her arm, kind of sticking out. Just going to draw this and this, so that it's just the paneling on the arm. Let's zoom in on the shoulder here. Let's do that one now. So let me just fix that slightly. Okay, here's the collar piece. It goes down to here. So this little dip right here, I'm going to have this go that. Okay, do that twice. There you go. Okay, right here, 1, 2, coming out of the shoulder, just like that, and then there you go. So let's erase some of these guidelines here, and you can see it a little bit more clearly, hopefully. There you go. So now all we have to really do is the hair. Oh, and then she's got like this oval shaped thing here, but just on that side. I'm not sure what that is, just part of the costume. Not really explained in the movie. Okay, so now let's finish off with finishing the hair. And so you've got the hair kind of slicked back, and now imagine it kind of coming down from there. Like that. And this was taken from her battle with Captain America and Vision and Scarlet Witch in Scotland. There you go. So a little bit disheveled, a little bit messy. There. Okay, this one sort of comes out in layers. So I like to draw my hair in clumps. There's one clump right there. Sort of twists and turns. There you go. And then now draw the inner clump. Okay, and then the outer clump right here. And right here, it's a little curly as you go down. There you go. I think we got it. For the most part, I think we've drawn Proxima Midnight right there. Okay, very good. So let's zoom out. And let me show you guys the final drawing. There you go, you guys. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Once again, it's longer than I wished it to be. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we have one more Black Order member. Stay tuned for him. Okay, take care, guys, and I'll catch you next time. And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.